did tons of preparation and worked really hard for this. And I'd also like to thank all the other folks here that had in some way, contributed to this event. And there's so many of you. I can't thank you all, but you know who you are, and we do appreciate it. I was extremely honored today to get to walk Laura down the aisle. Claudia and I are very, very proud of Laura and her accomplishments to this point in life. We've had so many great memories of her growing up and watching her mature into the beautiful and wonderful girl she is today. Woman you are today. You're still my little girl. We feel very fortunate that God gave us a daughter to come along and join her two older brothers to complete our immediate family. Many of you know that Laura has always been kind of a country girl. She's always loved animals, farm animals, and country music and pickup trucks. While in high school, I was really surprised and amused that she chose to get into Future Farmers of America, FFA. And, she raised a pig, and she raised a sheep, and she raised rabbits. Something that I didn't ever imagine her doing. Parents, we can't predict what our children are going to be interested in. And I can't thank Laura enough for one specific night when I had to help her capture a 200-pound pig in a rainstorm. And I tell you, pig pens and rain don't mix. Laura went on to study agriculture at the U of A, and has since also, pursued a career in agriculture. And so it's really not very surprising to me that she would pick a country farm type venue for her wedding celebration. So I've enjoyed it too, Laura. Laura's always made very good decisions in her life. And recently, she made the decision to marry Jacob. From the very first time I met Jacob, though, I had a very good impression of him. I could immediately tell that Laura was very, very happy to be with Jacob. It is evident to me that Jacob's parents, Mark and Debbie, did a great job raising a true gentleman. One day, not long ago, Claudia told me that Jacob would like to meet me privately. I could only imagine the one subject that he would want to talk about. So I mentally prepared a very long list of very difficult questions that I'd have for Jacob if he were to indeed come to ask for Laura's hand in marriage. Well, the day came, and Jacob stopped by, and I could tell we were both just a little bit uneasy, so I asked him if he wanted a beer. Yeah, we had a beer. And then that kind of slowed things down for a second, paused things for a second, but then I, at that moment, was still pondering, how I was going to kind of ease into the conversation. And I thought about asking Jacob what he might have in equal trade for Laura. But I really don't think that was a fair question. It would not be possible. But Jacob and I did have a really wonderful conversation, I think you'll agree. And we talked a lot about marriage and family and how important those things are to us. Jacob had come really well prepared that day. I think he had probably contemplated the things that I might ask, so I didn't even get to ask the questions. He gave me all the answers before I needed to ask them. I did ask Jacob if he was concerned about any potential issues that might arise that they might need to overcome. And I told him that I'd been made aware that he's a bit of a neat freak, while Laura's housekeeping skills could probably use a little improvement. I didn't mention that I hope he likes to cook. Toddy and I are really pleased that Jacob is now part of our family. So, what fatherly advice might I give you? Laura and Jacob, remember to always support and respect each other. Always reserve time to spend enjoying and appreciating each other. And remember to always be each other's very best friend. Laura and Jacob, I wish you a happy and healthy life together. And last but not least, it would really be awesome to have a few more grandchildren dancing around out here.